In this tutorial, we are going to use the OnOverlap function in order to tell a character when it should eat another sprite or a food sprite, right? So right here we have the starter game, and if we walk over the pizza, nothing happens. Let's go in to edit the code and use that OnOverlap function. Now, a really easy thing that we can do is over here in the center, we can see, there's a lot of different functions that are open and available to us. All we have to do is drag them into our program, and it helps us write out the code without any mistakes. So I'm going to drag in the OnOverlap, drop that in right here, and sprites OnOverlap, and we have a few different parameters here. Basically, this is saying which two sprites we want to look for overlaps, and then what types of sprites we want to do. So let's go through and change these around so that we know that when the character and the food sprites overlap, that something should happen. So let's change this first parameter to say sprite kind should be player, and then the second one, the sprite kind, should be food. All right. And then what should happen when those two types of sprites overlap? Well, first of all, the food should be destroyed. So let's go ahead and add in a little function here to make that food get destroyed. When the other sprite, so when these sprites touch, then the other sprite should be destroyed. Let's play that, see what that looks like. Nice, hey, we're getting somewhere. I think we can make this look a little bit better though. Let's go ahead and see if we can add in some effects here. Let's type in sprite.start effect. And let's make that effect, let's see, hearts. And let's have that go on for a full second. See what happens. Nice, that's awesome. Let's do one more thing. Let's have our sprite say something. Let's have it say yum. All right, so now when our sprites overlap, the food should get destroyed, the dog should have the heart effect for a second, and say yum for a second, and indeed, that is what happens. That's awesome. And that's it for the tutorials. You now know how to create a sprite, move a sprite, and have sprites interact with each other when they overlap. Let's go jump into the challenge for today.